And here we are, closing out the first season.
Yes.
If you haven't been able to tell, these last few videos have kind of been marathoned.
Yeah.
We've had like 18 inches of snow.
Something like that.
Over the last 2 days. So I figured, screw it. Just marathon the rest of Next Gen and be done with it.
Yeah.
For the first season.
Mm-hmm. So, season's over.
Season's over. But let's talk about Conspiracy, which I liked.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot more than Bad Eggs, the Buffy episode that totally ripped it off. Bad Eggs even had a little creature that attached to your back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Although it was outside of your body.
It wasn't on your brainstem.
No, it wasn't on your brainstem.
I still don't understand how those things fit in your head. They're
No,
really
you
kind
would
of
have
big.
like
a
big ass thing on the back of your neck.
Instead of the little, like, spiky finger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this episode, Picard is warned of a conspiracy within Starfleet from one of his oldest friends aboard the Horatio.
No, that's his
ship.
Yeah, his friend's ship. Yeah.
After Picard is warned about this conspiracy to destroy Starfleet, the Horatio is blown the fuck up. Yeah. So it's serious. Mm-hmm. They decide to go back to Earth and investigate because this sounds really serious. That there's something inside of Starfleet that's fucking shit up.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that a lot of Starfleet is infected with these poorly animated bugs.
Yeah, I think they were claymation.
They were definitely claymation.
Yeah.
It was like knockoff Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah. It was almost like Rankin Bass, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay, so you know in Army of Darkness...
Yeah, you don't even need to finish.
Exactly.
No, I get exactly what you mean.
Yeah. It was really poorly stop-motion animation.
Yeah.
But I thought the episode was good. It's kind of an old trope. The who's infected trope. The X-Files does it. Buffy does it. They probably do it on the original series.
Probably. I can't think right now.
Pretty much Battlestar Galactica is built around this concept.
That's true.
That the new series, at least, that you don't know who the enemy is until they reveal themselves. And even then, sometimes they're not the enemy on Battlestar, but that's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
Picard and Riker fool them into thinking that Riker is also infected.
They put a little spiky thing on the back of his neck, don't they?
I don't remember. Do they? Well, but Riker acts infected.
Yeah. And
they end up destroying the mother creature who had taken over Remick. From Coming of Age.
Oh, the old guy who beams up to the...
Yeah, both Remick and Picard's friend at Starfleet.
Yeah.
But the mother creature is in Remick's body.
Yes.
And they blow the shit out of him.
You
see his head explode like he's a Nazi in an Indiana Jones movie.
Or Scanners.
Yeah. And then there's like a...
chest
alien,
burster. Yeah. Really, up the violence for this episode in Star Trek.
Yeah, it felt a little out of place.
Yeah.
They don't really do horror that much. It's mostly sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of violence or kind of creeping dread. But I thought that this episode was really well done. And even though the claymation was kind of shitty, it was endearingly shitty and not horribly shitty, I guess. I liked it. I feel like if it was made 5 years from, in 1993, it would have been shitty CGI instead of shitty claymation.
Probably.
Because that's what they did on the X-Files. It was shitty CGI, and that started in 93.
Fair enough.
So either way, the special effects wouldn't have been great. But I thought that it was good.
Fair enough.
I cared about the people who were involved, but they never... At the end of the episode, they know that the mother creature had sent out a homing beacon from Earth to the rest of its things.
Mm.
And according to Nick, they don't revisit that, and that makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
That they set up something that could be a really cool plot, especially if the creatures figure out how to assimilate better into human bodies. Because they seem to be fairly intelligent. Or they consider themselves a superior race of being. That would have been awesome, but they don't do that.
Yeah, they just leave you hanging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a book.
There probably is a book. Knowing Star Trek.
Yeah.
Was it Apocrypha? Or whatever, like, the canon crap. There probably is a book somewhere.
Yeah. So now we're on to the last episode of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get my tablet to work. The Neutral Zone.
The Neutral Zone.
Where we get 20th century people and Romulans, and they're all dicks.
Yeah.
Like, they encounter an ancient... Oh, this only takes place in, like, 24 something? 23?
2364, I think they say in the episode.
Yeah, so that's not that far into the future.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Would you call something from... Well, actually, our house is 300 years old.
Yeah, our house is 300 years old. I wouldn't call our house ancient.
No.
It's old.
Sometimes I feel that way, but,
Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't call something 300 years old ancient.
No.
Like, we don't live in an ancient city.
No, we don't.
That's like Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Or Alexandria.
Yeah.
I think they have their history a little skewed. Because they refer to the things as ancient, but they don't talk to the people as if they're ancient.
No, yeah, I mean, it's like English hasn't changed in the last 300 years.
Yeah.
Or from, now to Star Trek.
Yeah.
Even though it clearly has between...
It's changed between 1987 and now.
That's true.
No one says YOLO in 1987.
It's...
Oh.
Anyway. But yeah, so they find a satellite full of cryogenically frozen people.
Ted Williams not on board.
No, and neither is Fry from Futurama, which is disappointing.
Sad.
But they find, I don't know, like a housewife. I think she was pretty much like a stock market guy, which reminds me of another episode of Futurama.
Well, he was basically Gordon Gekko.
Yeah, which is another episode of Futurama. But anyway, and the Southern country singer guy
who sounds like Tom Bodett.
Yeah. And all this is going on while they have to go and investigate the Romulans destroying star bases.
Yeah, except the Romulans aren't destroying star bases.
No, they're not.
Romulan star bases are being destroyed too.
They are.
So there's a common enemy here.
Yeah.
But the Romulans are willing to give a little bit.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot.
Nope.
Which is at least progress for what it seems like relations between the Federation and the Romulans have been.
For the most part. Well, they did say, like, it's been like 50 years since we...
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. And, the message was pretty much, people from the 20th century are assholes.
And we've evolved so far beyond them.
Yeah, I mean, the Gordon Gekko guy was just always concerned about all of his money and, like, his law firm or whatever.
Yeah. It turns out that all of his money is gone.
Yeah, because there is no money.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that works. Whatever. Didn't
it bothered me that woman was the only one concerned about her family.
That's true.
Like, all she was concerned about was her 2 kids.
And she really got a bad break, too. I mean...
she didn't even ask for that shit.
It was her husband.
Stupid husband just did it.
Which is really... That's a rough break.
Yeah, it is.
And the other guy... The country singer guy, Tom Bodett, he goes to Dr. Crusher asking for medication.
Yeah, he's They say when they find him that he had liver problems and all of these like health issues.
Emphysema too, I think.
Yeah, so Picard and Crusher assume that he did not enjoy life. I think he enjoyed life a whole hell of a lot, and was looking forward to destroying his liver and lungs all over again.
What is it? Live fast,
die young, leave a pretty corpse.
Well, not in that guy's case.
He did not leave a pretty corpse.
No.
But that guy was in Deadwood.
He's Tom
Nuttall. Tom Nuttall from Deadwood. And he, except for like the hair color, he looks pretty much the same from his 30s to his 50s.
Yeah.
There's not much difference there.
So
I guess he lived fast.
Yeah, I guess so.
His teeth were jacked too. I did notice that. He just looked way older than someone in his 30s.
Oh, that's from all the hard living he did.
Yeah, must be.
And he was using, like, I don't know, Southern aphorisms that, everybody was, like, confused.
Yeah.
And, we were sitting there.
We don't even know. And not that we're, like, Southern gentlemen here, but...
He like, he was saying things that even, like, Boomhauer would be like, what?
I don't know if Boomhauer would be that articulate.
Fair enough. That's true. But, yeah, anyway, so that's how they end the season. Was it dropping off the people from the past and being like, oh, they're from the past. We're looking towards the future.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's how they end the season, really.
Yeah, so reflections on the first season of Star Trek.
Yes.
If I had been an adult in 1987 and 88, I definitely would not have finished the first season of Next Gen. There is no way. I don't think that it was engaging episode to episode. It was pretty cheesy. The sets were bad.
Did they have, like, any location sets at all?
I don't think so. I think they were all just
done in the studio.
Just studio sets.
Yeah.
And I really just didn't see a lot of art direction involvement from the original series.
That's true.
I mean, it's all just like matte paintings and rocks.
At least, at least in the, original series, they do go outside at some point. And I'm pretty sure they weren't at all in this entire season. Yeah.
No, I don't remember anything that did not look like a set.
Yeah. But,
I have been told that it gets way better after the second season. And the parts of the first season that were really good were really good. And make me, want to finish it. I don't not want to finish it. And I've seen episodes from other seasons, and they're much better.
I think part of the staying power, with why it got like a second season and all that is because it has the Star Trek brand on the front of the...
Absolutely. There's a built-in audience who's not going to give up on it.
And, even though, like, they try their best to be try their best to be different from the original series, a lot of the same stuff happens,
Yeah.
And, just a lot of, humans have evolved beyond...
I'm looking forward to the show coming into its own.
Yeah. It does try hard to be the original series.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, as my friend Matt said, growing the beard. The opposite of jumping the shark.
Oh, yeah.
Which was the third season when Riker gets a beard.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But, anyway... best episode from the first season? What do you think?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
I'm thinking, well, for me personally, I think it was the is it the Big Goodbye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might also be my favorite.
Picard geeking out.
Oh no, my favorite's Data Lore.
Oh, Data, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I have a crush on Data, and an episode with 2 Datas is better than an episode with 1 Data.
And worst episode? Skin of Evil?
Yeah, Skin of Evil. Fuck that.
Symbiosis for me. That was pretty...
It was pretty bad.
Pretty bad. But, anyway.
I think there were more lowlights than highlights.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
I really liked parts of episodes that were characterization and showed the way that the main characters interacted with each other more than I liked episodes or parts of episodes that showed the way characters interact with the rest of their world.
Well put.
Yeah. Those are the first season of Enterprise.
Oh, God.
No, of Next Generation,
yes.
Which took place on the Enterprise.
Yes.
I'm sorry. There's some delicious Three Wishes Cabernet in front of me, and it's gotten me a little loopy. It's delicious.